To God be the glory. Respected Reverend Dr. Rustem Kaiser, Hind Jeffrey D.D. PhD, Advisor, International Mission Director. I almost finished a pastor's writing the book of Revelation. There's another chapter is writing the Lamb sent to the slaughter. This is a crucified Christ. Now I refer to the Bible, Isaiah 53, right up to 6 to 12. Okay. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way, and to the Lord hath laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before a shaver is dumb, so he opened not his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment, and who shall declare his generation? For he has cut off out of the land of the living. From the transgression of the people was he stricken. And he made his grave the wicked, and with the rich in his death, because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it pleases the Lord to bruise him, and he hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand. He shall see of the travail of his soul, and shall be satisfied by his knowledge. Shall my righteous servant justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities. Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and that shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he hath poured out his soul unto death, and he was numbered with the transgression, and he bore the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressor. And now I read to a pastor's writing. It was customary for the condemned man to carry his own cross from the flogging post the side to the side of the crucifixion outside the city walls. And since that weight of the entire cross was probably well over 300 cubits, 36 kg, only the crossbar, and they carried the platibulum weighing 75 to 125 cubi, 74 to 57 kgs. Only the crossbar was carried. The patibulum was placed across the knob of the victim's neck and balanced along both shoulders. Usually the outstretched arms then that are tied to the crossbar. The processional to the sides of crucifixion was led by the complete Roman military guard headed by the centurion. One of the soldiers carried a sign, Tutulus, on the which that be condemned man's name, and the crime was displayed later. Its Tutulus would be attached to the top of the cross. The Roman guard would not leave the victim until they were sure of death. At the side of the crucifixion, by law, the victim was given a bitter drink of wine mixed with myrrh, gall as it be, mild analgesic, and an agent that be alleviates pain without causing loss of consciousness. And what happened to the human body after the short of exposure on the cross? As the arm fatigue, great waves of cramps sweep over the muscles, knotting them in the deep, relentless, throbbing pain. With these cramps comes that be inability to be push himself up, hanging by his arms, chest, pectoral muscles are be paralyzed. After the while, autolastic collapse through insufficient blood circulations to the brain and heart would follow. the way that a victim could avoid was to be pushed up by that be feet so the blood could return to the some degree of circulation on the upper parts of the body. Pilate consented to Christ being removed from the cross only after 4 executioners had certified his death. And today's this chapter is this finish, and this way God was crucified. That's very unspeakable, despicable way of this, the crucifixion as done, and all that we always, it's for our own good, is good to redeem us from our curse and sin, our sickness, and we thank the Lord for his mercy towards the mankind. And thank you very much. May God bless you all richly. Amen.